Okay, let's get started. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I know it's been a long night, lots of information. We thank you for joining us to learn about the many student supports we have here at MA. My name is Nicholas Muse. I'm one of the administrative vice principals here. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody that I'll say this in Spanish: tenemos interpretación, y para esa interpretación, por favor, haga clic por abajo en la pantalla para este servicio. Okay, let's kick things off then. I want to just once again introduce myself. I'm Nick Muse, one of the administrative vice principals. We are very, very proud of the array of student support options we have at MA. Those are always important, but they are particularly important this year when we are returning from a most unusual year and a half, in many cases away from campus, during which many of these services continued, but we have added many new initiatives to our offerings this year, about which you'll hear tonight. Overall, we're going to be hearing about 4 major categories. You'll learn about some of the wonderful people working with your students here on campus. We will learn also about academic programs, both during and after school, as well as some of the social and emotional supports that we have here during the day as well. And you'll get a very thorough introduction to staff supports that we offer in addition to all of the things I've already mentioned. So lots of what we call wraparound service, lots of counseling, lots of help here for students in a variety of forms and for a variety of needs here. First, let's start with introductions. I'm going to turn it over. I've introduced myself. I'll turn it over to my colleague, Tara Charles.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tara Charles. I'm one of the other administrative vice principals, and I'll introduce Ms. Rigatti next.
Hello, good evening. I'm Ms. Rigatti. I am the instructional vice principal. And Ms. Perkins, I think you're next.
Sorry, I was muted. Hi, I'm Adrienne Perkins Sledge, and I'm the Tutoring and Homework Center Coordinator.
Hi, I'm Kat Burton-Tilson. I'm the Media Specialist and Head Librarian.
I'm Jennifer Heddle, I'm the Intervention Counselor and 504 Coordinator.
I'm Shonda Nickerson. I'm the Mental Health Support Specialist.
I'm Armando Castillo. I'm Program Manager for the 49ers Academy High School Program.
All right, thank you all. If we could go to the next slide. We're going to begin with an overview of some of our academic programs. Ms. Perkins Sledge, would you talk about the homework centers?
Yes, so our homework and tutoring center, for our tutoring center, it's housed in our F wing. We have 5 teachers. We have Spanish, history, math, science, and English, and we have 5 teachers, and we also have 6 instructional associates that work in the classrooms. The students can sit in the classes and do their work, or they also can work outside in the courtyard and do their work. And given COVID, it's really nice because students can work outside and have room to spread out in that area. And we also have our homework center that's housed in our library, and that's for our upperclassmen who just need a quiet place to sit and do homework. Our numbers, we have, I think pre-COVID, we had about 3,600 logins for our students. When we switched to online, we still had students that were logging in with COVID, and we had like over 1,000 logins of students just logging in to do their work. So over the years, like our program has really grown. At first, we started out of 1 classroom, and now we've grown to 5 classrooms, and our numbers are larger. So our students are really utilizing our support centers after school. And I find it a very nice place for students to come and get help when needed, and just to socialize and get a feel of the campus.
We also have our writing center. This is a place that's open 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 3:15 to 4:30. It's also in the F wing and F16, where students can get help with specific writing assignments. And this is staffed by English teachers, our English department. So it's a great resource. We hope you take advantage of it.
We also have built into our bell schedule something called flex time. We have flex time on our block days, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Students sign up for appointments or slots to work with teachers on campus during flex time. We have open flex and closed flex. Open flex is what we have the majority of the time, and those are times for students to check in with teachers, to retake tests or quizzes, to get help with essays, check in with teachers in general. And occasionally we also have guest speakers and other offerings that happen during flex time. We're really happy that we have that option and that flexibility built into our bell schedule as well. We also have really strong partnerships with some of our community-based organizations, such as the 49ers Academy, which Mr. Castillo will talk about momentarily. We also work very closely with the Boys and Girls Club. Those are wonderful partnerships that we have had for many years here at MA, supporting students and families and connecting the community with what's happening here at school. We're really happy to have their advocacy. For the last item there, freshman transition program, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Kat Burton-Tilson, who's going to talk also about peer tutoring thereafter.
So if you have a freshman or you have had a freshman in our school, you know that we have the freshman transition program, which is meant to be a shared experience. It's focused on community building and campus integration. The first semester is run through their World Studies class for once a month event, and then the second semester will be through their English class. I'm going to say that my silver lining from the distance learning, if there was one to be found, was the peer tutoring program. I had 17 amazing dedicated students show up, some of them every day on Zoom, waiting to help younger students study for their academics, which was in dire need since we were all separated. That program happens in the library now. And you can go to the next slide, Ms. Rigotti. So the library is a support. We have the textbook room. Your students do not need to buy any books for school. The textbook room is open 7:45 to 3:45. The library is open 8 in the morning for students to 3:15. And then there's the after school homework center. Hopefully you can see in this picture that the library is a kind of a more modern, inclusive space, which is meant to be flexible and responsive to our student needs. And we are trying to provide all the resources they could possibly need, which include physical and ebooks for both pleasure and academic purposes, databases. We have printers in there. Students can come in any time of day to print. We have a copier. We have day use Chromebooks in case there's die or they forgot them. There's me, the certified librarian. I've been at MA for 20 years now. So if there's not a resource in my library, I have a connection and I try to help the students get connected with any of the things they could possibly need. We also have graphing calculators that they can check out. We have a project lab in the back of the library. And again, the peer tutors are there during flex time. Students can come in and meet with them, and they're also going to be there after school. I think that's you, Mr. Rigotti.
It is me. So every child here has a guidance counselor. This is the person that you're going to definitely need to know throughout their 4 years here at MA. And we divide students based off of alphabetical order last name. And so if you look here, it's different for 9th through 11th versus 12th grade. So just make sure you get to know your guidance counselor. They're very important. The next slide advertises our 9th grade parent webinar. And this is, just want you to save the date if you're a parent of a 9th grader. We have Tuesday, September 21st at 6:30. It's hosted by MA counselors. And this is a great way to get to meet the counseling team. And finally, if you have a senior or a junior here at MA, we have an amazing college and career center with some amazing college advisors. Ms. Wynn is one of them. This semester we're focusing on seniors. Next semester we focus on juniors, and students can drop in at brunch or lunch and also make an appointment. And now I get to pass it off to Ms. Heddle.
Hello, I'm going to talk about social emotional supports on our campus. We have B22, which is the Zen Den, which is new to the school this year. We're so lucky that our new principal, Carl Lusu, gave us access to this space. Our offerings are meditation grounding groups in the morning. We've had little participation, but we really want students to come in the morning and know that they can come and calm down and get centered for the day. We are going to be hosting monthly closed flex time wellness Wednesdays for all students. Shauna Nickerson and myself are going to do a webinar for all students. It's a tier 1 social emotional learning offering. And then on Wednesdays at lunchtime, we're going to have a managing stress group. The Zen Den is a place for students to relax and regroup and to complete work in a quiet space. It's open all day. It's a one-stop shop for students to come and check in. We have everyone scan a QR code so we can determine what their needs are. And if they need to speak with someone, we can find someone to speak with if they need someone immediately, or we can make an appointment, or they can just relax in the space. We have coloring books, adult coloring books. We have massage chairs. We have a punching bag. We have things to fidget with, and it's been a really wonderful place that's been very much utilized in the past couple of weeks. I'm so lucky to be located there. Next slide.
All right, so I get to talk about the counseling resources. So we have school-based counseling at Menlo-Atherton, and school-based counseling is intended to be short-term. So we have Star Vista on campus. We contract with them, and we have counselors on campus every day, Monday through Friday. Students can drop in and see a counselor. Typically what they will do, sometimes it's just crisis drop in and the student just needs one visit. Sometimes if they need ongoing, they'll see them for 3 visits. And then you may get a call from them reaching out saying, that they could benefit from more, and either offering to help get you set up with an outside therapist through an organization called Care Solace, which is a mental health concierge that Sequoia Union High School District has paid for to support our students, their families, and our staff. Or you might get a consent form asking you to sign and agreed that it's okay for them to continue on with that particular Star Vista counselor. Acknowledge Alliance is more of a niche group that not every student is going to get, but they really cater to our more at-risk students, those coming out of juvenile hall or at risk of multiple suspensions. They also do some of our alternative to suspension counseling. And then we have Star Vista clinical case managers who are here to kind of help bridge that gap between the social, emotional, and school for our students.
All right, the 49ers Academy High School program is a transition program that supports incoming freshmen that are referred by Cesar Chavez Ravenswood Middle School. We provide case management and needs-based services to our students that are on our caseloads in order to keep them on track for graduation and to pursue their post-secondary goals. Aside from that, we also have host an after-school program from Monday to Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. in room B23. This room is a safe space for any student to come in and get any schoolwork done that they may have to do. And beginning in October, we will have anywhere between 3 to 5 tutors available to provide any support that the students may need. And this is open to any student at MA.
We just want to keep aware of the time. It is now 7:30 and time to go to your 4th period class. We are recording this webinar, and so what we're going to do is stay on and actually finish out our presentation. We just have Boys and Girls Club, a video from them, and we wanted to show some pictures of Club Rush. But we do encourage you to go to 4th period and visit your child's 4th period classes. Thank you.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Boy Wonder.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they're getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style for me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut, I know they gon' fiend. Everything Mississippi to the Palm Springs. Girls from brunettes down to blonde queens. These young boys don't know what a dawn mean. I'm just a bad boy gone clean. I'm the diamond chain choker, always remain sober. Don't drink liquor and all the game's over. Need a plane, I explain it to my broker. 3 bots in the hood, top down, and ain't over. You know there's more, man, where that come from? Me and Kuda Love rolling back to back in one. See, the names have all changed since I've been around, but the game ain't the same since I left out. Still I'm the most fly. I win so much they wanna know who I'm coached by. Every day approached by chicks when I was multi. Wanna give me soul side, but I'm like, don't try. I see the hisses and the disses when I go by. But
Sorry about that. That always happens. I can't figure out how to get that not to happen. All right. So we do partner with Boys and Girls Club, and they offer a variety of activities that you just got to see, which we're really lucky to have that partnership. And now I believe I'm passing it off to Ms. Charles. Yes, I am.
Yes, thanks, Ms. Rigotti. I just wanted to introduce that we have some amazing student clubs. They are student-run clubs, whatever your interests or passions are, or whatever your student might have an interest in, and even if it's not already started, any student can start a club or can make a club. We did have Club Rush today, and here's some pictures from that event. And we can move to the next slide. And just to wrap up, we want to thank you so much for attending Back to School Night this evening, and we look forward to working with your student. If you have any questions or you need to access anything from the presentation tonight that you saw and you're interested for more information, you can go to our M-AHS website, www.mahs.org. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming. Have a great rest of the night.